For our open enrollment project, our group decided that we would not recommend any changes to the medical health plans because after comparing the charts in Appendix C, we found that the company would save more money if we keep the medical plan as it is. As for the dental, we recommend that we change to Sun Life because it is cheaper and the employees are guaranteed a 24-month rate instead of a 12-month rate. As for vision, we decided that we would change to iMed because it will be cheaper and it would help save money on vision insurance. As for changes to income protection plans, we recommend that no changes should be made to life and AD&D, voluntary life, short and long-term disability insurance, because after comparing the current and new plans, there was no change that should be made.
Although there weren't many changes for the renewal plan, we did come up with a few recommendations such as work-life balance, pay time off, and a change in actual working hours. Changing the actual work schedule would show that the senior administration is very flexible, and that would encourage morale among the employees. Pay time off is always a good incentive for employees. This encourages them to work even a little bit more, or based on their projects or assignments, they would want to work on them a little bit more due to the pay time off. And work-life balance would fall upon both of those recommendations just because everybody wants to have a work-life balance, and with flexible hours and potential pay time off, that would be possible. With the new calculated amounts, we recommended that the renewal plan not change as many amounts. With the new calculations for our company, we saw that there was a large decrease within the same EE and ER contribution as well as the benefits calculator. The anticipated response of employees would be very negative, and we would strongly advise the senior administration not to change as many things towards the insurance plans.
I wouldn't recommend making any changes to the cost to employer. If the cost to employer were to get any lower, meaning the employer would cover less in regards to compensations for their employees, it might increase turnover along with job dissatisfaction amongst employees for the company, and that's something that no company wants. 2014 through 2016, PEPM, gross claims and premiums all increased, only to decrease again in 2017. While looking at the charts on Appendix B, where premiums and claims are being compared in a bar graph, there is very little flexibility / leeway, meaning what the company is paying the insurance company for their service is just about enough when compared to the claims due to specific events, incidents, or services for their employees.
Today I'm going to be telling y'all about how to communicate these changes that were discussed earlier in the presentation to your employees and any other people who may need to know. So some of the ideas that my team and I came up with were, to begin, create pamphlets and distribute them to employees. And it doesn't necessarily have to be pamphlets, but some sort of flyer or letter in order to visually communicate these changes. That way, when it's right there in front of them, these employees can truly see what's happening. While giving out the pamphlets, flyers, letters, or whatever, another thing I would recommend is drafting an email explaining and breaking down these changes and sending it out to all employees. So again, the important thing to remember about these two things, not facts, is that you want to communicate all the changes, regardless of how small, regardless of how big, and regardless of how insignificant a change may seem. You want to communicate every single little thing. And this is because having an open and transparent groundwork with your employees is only going to end up benefiting you. But however, hiding small details, regardless of how small, might end up coming back to be like, hey, what's going on? And plus, another thing to remember is in regards to these specific changes to income protection plans, health plans, pensions, and all of these other changes, and especially the costs that these employees might incur, you want to communicate all these little details. Thank you.